scoping with regard to your module development. Okay. Have you materialized some of the modules? Is it like in the process? Okay, because you have to prepare the report as well, right? And then of course your individual project, how is it getting along? Did you record yourself teaching somebody at least? Yep. If not a group of students, at least a small group of students, and then just reflect. One-on-one is also okay because it's still it's practical, because there's also in reality you teach on the one-on-one. But then you need to reflect, you need to scrutinize that interaction because there's just you and the student. Okay, now I need to like flashback, I need to like walk down memory lane. The last topic that we discussed was on yeah. So, and thank you, Diana's group had emailed me Teachers Belief training. Only one group, right? The other group focus on the learner. So who's the leader for the second group?
We uploaded it on the iPad.
You did. Okay, alright, good. So today can we revisit, because that was the topic, those were the topics that were preceding the topic that we left last. So we're going to talk a bit about teachers' beliefs, and then we're going to talk about focusing on the learner, and then with regard to teacher decision making and the role of the teacher, I hope to be able to do that in the last half an hour before the class ends, and then I will leave you with some hands-on assignment with regard to teacher decision making and the role of the teacher, because it will be you. I want you to investigate yourself. Now we are in the practical aspects, the practicality aspects and the practices of teaching English as a second language. Prior to this, I'm sure you noticed it's very much theoretical that we discussed. So now it's very much of you exploring. And that's why you would conduct a lot of case studies, you will interview teachers, like what you did with the teachers' beliefs, you would observe and interview students, probably for those who focus on the learner, and then later at the end of today, when we touch on teacher decision making and the role of the teacher, you will investigate yourself. Alright? You will do your own reflective practice to think of all the decisions that you made. Of course, if you refer to the lecture notes as well as the reading materials, there are 3 types of teacher decision making, but we'll discuss that slightly later. As for now, I need the first group to come and take the front of the classroom, and then please deliberate on what you have prepared with regard to exploring on teachers' beliefs. I give you about half an hour, possible, and then we're going to move to the other group, which is the one that focused on learners, and then you will also have about half an hour. And after half an hour, there will be some 10 minutes of Q&A, because we want everybody to actually pick up and learn from each other. And of course, I believe that you have read the materials, yeah? Okay, so please be prepared with questions, because I want you to ask them questions, yeah? Those who present. Okay, now, the first group. You want to prepare the... Okay, while they prepare, Diana, you're the group leader, right? Okay, do you need to prepare the desktop? You need to have your PowerPoint or whatever? Okay, while you do that, I'm going to deliberate on your article review. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to return, and the thing about this assignment is that I jotted down the notes. I always believe in giving both positive comments as well as constructive comments. But in order to help you improve, if I did not mention a lot, that means I agree, almost agree with what you have. However, whatever that I jot down are the things that you need to focus on so that you can improve. Should there be more article reviews that you need to do? Okay, so the first one, Nabila. Okay. Fatin is on here, yeah? Kissed. Kissed. Okay, Nurul. Shakira. Siti Hajar. Siti Hajar. And Shafinas. Shafinas. Diana. No, the cousin has one name. No, cousin. Alright. Hang on a minute. Okay, alright. Alia.
Scared.
Mashu. And Kai.
What is it?
Alright. Who received the 12? Please raise your hand. Okay, we've got 1, 2, and 3. Please, if you don't mind, allow your friends to read your work. And they could learn how you review the article. Okay. And the rest, don't worry, whatever that you say, you still pass. But yeah, A is valid. Sorry? A is valid. Did I say that? No, remember? Whatever this is 80%, what is 80% of 15? Use your calculator.
Find it out.
What is 80% of 15? It's a? 12. So if you call it 12, you got 11.5 or 11, you're just a few marks away from an A. That is like an A minus or a B plus, you know. But remember, you've got another 45%, sorry, 65%. 40% is from your individual project, and then 25% is from your module development. Okay? And of course, another 10% from your journal number 2. Now that you had your journal number 1 and you've read my comments, so you will know how to improve your journal number 2. Okay? So read at my comments with regard to article review, and then if you don't understand, if you want to still discuss with me further, I don't mind. You can do that. Okay, Diana, are you ready? Okay, I think we need to switch off the front lights so that it comes clearer. Yeah. Alright, the floor is yours.
Good evening to Faisal and also my classmates. Okay, so we'll be discussing about teachers' belief.
30 minutes.
Huh?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh, all right.
Maximum.
Okay. So basically, this topic discussing about teachers' belief on their belief on how they believe of their role as a teacher and how they disseminate knowledge or their ideas and how they use the knowledge that they have to teach the students, and what are the approaches or methods that they use that will show the others on how they actually, on how their belief system works. So before I start, what teachers do is a reflection of what they know and believe, and that teacher knowledge and teacher thinking provide the underlying framework or schema which guides the teacher's classroom actions. So that means that what teacher do in the classroom and how they teach actually is a reflection of their belief. And this belief, and this teaching method is actually based on their knowledge. Alright, so first thing first, there are different sources which will guide the teacher's belief. So teachers' belief systems are founded on the goals, values, and beliefs that the teachers hold. Teachers' belief systems are derived from a number of different sources. So the first one, their own experience as the language learners. So for this one, it's a reflection of how they were taught when they were in the school, when they were the learners themselves. So they believe that, for example, they will learn English better when they work with their friends, cooperative learning. So with that belief that they learn better, it helps the teachers to form this belief that her or his students will learn better in that method as well. Then the next one is experience of what works best. Okay, so this experience is based on the teacher's experience as a teacher. So a teacher might experience different, a teacher will want to try and explore what techniques or what strategies that will be effective in the teaching and learning process. So through these experiences, the teacher will decide which strategy or which method will work effective to the students to learn English better. So the teacher will select these methods or strategies to be used to teach in the future classes. The next one, establish practice. So this means that the teacher will use those established practices. For example, like communicative language teaching. So this established approach will help to guide the teacher's belief that he or she believes that this approach will work effectively for the students. And then the next one, personality factors. So, for example, a teacher who is an extroverted teacher, he or she will want to conduct a drama session more than traditional method, for example, chalk and talk, because he have that ability. He is extrovert. He can communicate well with students, and also he can manage, the interaction with the students. So therefore, this guide his or her teaching styles. And the next one, educationally based or research-based principles. So this is more those are pretty much similar to established practice too. However, these are more towards the psychology-based principles. Think like that. Yeah.
Psychology-based principle?
Psychology. Learning principle in psychology.
Yeah.
Second language acquisition or education to try to apply it in the classroom.
Alright, okay. Remember we talked about that behaviorism and then cognitivism and then later to constructivism. It started with behaviorism because that was the earliest possible way people assume how learning is best, and then later they realized students are not the same. There are those who are better because they got prior knowledge. So hence come cognitivism. And then later they realized even though with prior knowledge there are those who are independent, then more independent than the other, then comes constructivism. So that is what means by psychology-based research, which actually guided how we train, how we teach or how we train our students. Alright? So when you talked about the source of teachers' belief with regard to that, so these are the research done in psychology that could have influence on how you believe learning is all about, and hence how you should cater the students via your teaching strategies. So that is what it's meant here, yeah? Alright, okay, thank you. Proceed.
Alright, thank you, Doctor. And then the next one is principles derived from an approach or method. So as what I have mentioned just now, a teacher who believes teacher who believe that communicative language teaching will work best for the students. Therefore, the teacher will implement CLT probably most of the times in the teaching and learning session. Okay, and then moving on. Okay, beliefs about English. So a teacher believes about English is very important on how he or she teach the students. Some teachers, for example, teacher in China, this is one example given in the book. A Chinese teacher will say that English rules is more complicated compared to Chinese rules, language rules. Therefore, a Chinese teacher will find it difficult to teach English in the Chinese with all the considering the students' background. Alright, and it also focuses on the learner's belief towards English, how they think about English. Some of the people might think that English is colonial language, and some people will have negative or positive impression on the English. And teachers' belief on English actually affect on how he or she teach the students. Okay. Yeah, that's all for this one. And then the next one, Mani will take over.
Okay, now we shall move on to beliefs about learning. So for my presentation, I will touch a little bit of like the teachers have been interviewed before this, the 3 teachers. So teachers' beliefs about learning will be based on training, teaching experience, and his or her own experience as language learners. This is actually, as a teacher, we were a student before, right? So perhaps our teacher used to teach us like grammar-based way of teaching. They love emphasize on rules rather than communication. So we are tend to influenced by that kind of teaching. So we might think that the way of teaching is actually easier for our students without thinking of how to cater our students' needs, whether they prefer that way or not. So these beliefs represent answers to questions such as how do you define learning? What are the best ways to learn a language? For me, previously I love to let them to listen to English songs and encourage them to at least have like one song to present in the classroom. And then what kinds of exposure to language best facilitate language learning? What kinds of students do best in the classes? What kinds of learning styles and strategies do you encourage to learners? What kinds of learning styles and strategies do you discourage in learners, and what roles are students expected to assume in the classroom? So teachers who favor learner-centered view of learning would probably describe their assumption as this one for the teacher who actually encourage the learner-centered classroom. So the first one, learning consists of acquiring principles through experience. Why? Because through experience that we can actually learn our language, and not really depends on the teacher itself. So the teacher is a resource person who provides language input for the learner to work on. Language data is to be found everywhere, media, textbooks, and it's not merely on the physical or printed materials, but also in communication. Expose yourself with the native speakers, or like we ourselves can communicate with our friends, with our lecturers, or teachers. And then to assist learners to become self-directed by providing access to language data through activities such as active listening, role play, and interaction with native speakers. So since we do not have any native speakers, we can actually communicate with the one who uses English, or if they didn't use English, we just mingle around and just use the language in order for us to immerse in the language. And then the last one, for learners, learning a language consists of forming hypotheses about the language input to which they were exposed and constantly modify the direction of the target model. So here you can actually go to the target model, which is we want to achieve the second language target in acquiring that language. Okay, the assumptions of the learners about learning consists of acquiring knowledge, the content of the knowledge. The teacher has this knowledge and the learner does not. So this is where I remember what Faiza said, the teacher or the lecturer, we have the wisdom. So we have to disseminate the wisdom to our students, because it is not only based on what they know, so it is more to what they understand about the particular subject. It is actually stated by the 3 teachers as well that they have been interviewing and that they have interviewed before. They believe that knowing is important, but to understand is more important. That's why this is actually based on the teachers itself. And then,
How senior is that teacher? Sorry? How senior?
oh, that one is from Fatah. Fatah is
He's our
20 something.
He's our CS 25.
Yeah.
So he's been teaching like within the first 5 years.
Almost 2 years.
So he's in his first 5 years. Alright.
Even though he's quite young, but he's actually very knowledgeable. And the role of the teacher to impart knowledge to the learners through such as explanation, writing, and example. This is actually not limited to this kind of activities. So we are, as the teachers, we need to be very creative in order to attract our students' attention and their interest in English language. And then the last one, learning a language. Learning the structural rules of the language and the vocabulary through such activities such as memorization, reading, and writing. I still remember when I was in primary school, I used to, I was encouraged by my teachers to memorize like 5 words in a day. So basically, we need to tag along our dictionary, and we have to remember the 5 words. Even though it is just 5 words, it's actually very meaningful. So if we can implement this to our students, this can actually help them, even though they refuse to do so. If, let's say, if they want to do that, so we just give them some of the words, at the corner of the whiteboard, so that they can jot down somewhere and then remember the words, those words. Okay, next, beliefs about teaching. Every teacher has different beliefs and assumptions about what constitutes effective teaching. The first one is the role in the classroom. So what is our role in the classroom? If you want to be a director in the classroom or the controller in the classroom, it depends on you. If you want to be the facilitator, it also depends on you. So you see which one works best for your students. And then the teaching methods. Methods are very important. So you need to very, go to effort on selecting the method that you want to teach your students. And then teaching resources. You can't simply rely on the textbook itself. You can, do many things. Audio, visual, bring them to the language lab and then present them with something interesting. So there are a lot of things that can be our resources. And then definition of effective teaching. So you have to know what is your definition of effective teaching. Is teaching merely chalk and talk, or bring them experiences, or meaningful learning and teaching to them. Approach to classroom management. As a teacher, you need to know how to manage the classrooms. And then you have to know what the qualities of a good teacher. This is actually very general, because you cannot say someone with a good quality of a teacher because she has like 20 years of experience in teaching. And the one with the novice teachers, you can't simply say, oh, he or she has no experience, so therefore he is not a good teacher because she is new in this field. Okay, classrooms teaching are closely linked to their views about teaching, and this is actually based of the Hong Kong study. Hong Kong teachers believe their primary role in the classroom was the first one, to provide useful learning experiences to the students, and then provide a model to correct language use. This is, to avoid fossilization and whatnot. That's why you have to give feedback to your students. And then answer the next question. Don't just leave them, hanging like that without any. If you don't know, just tell them and get back to them when you know the answers and help them along. And then correct learners' errors. This is very important, so that they won't think that that is actually the right thing that they haven't been before. Okay, their beliefs as an English teacher. The first one, helps students discover effective approaches to learning. There are many approaches, so you have to see your students. If you are in the front classes, you cannot apply the one in the back classes, the bottom classes. If you are in the bottom classes, you can't use the approaches that you use for the front classes. It will be different. And the second one, pass on knowledge and skills to their pupils. And the third one, adapt teaching approaches to match the students' needs. This is very important. That's why it is actually repeating over and over again. After all, it's about the students at the end of the day. And then kinds of learners they felt take place in their classes. The first one is those who were motivated in the classroom, and then those who were active and spoken out. But this is actually, I don't quite agree with this one, because the